put yourself first is generalized and has no boundaries. So that means when push comes to shove, who am I going to expect for you to put first? You. So,
always.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking
Because
about?
if we don't have ourselves, then how can we expect you to have us?
Well, what we're saying is,
no, you
It's not
came
selfish.
into this world by yourself.
That's the
you
only
will
relationship
leave
forever.
by yourself.
Even death do us
Thank
part.
you.
Someone's dying.
Exactly.
And you're still with who? Yourself.
Thank you.
So that's why your relationship with yourself is so important. And that's what I'm saying.
Be selfish.
Since the beginning.
Fuck it all.
No, Rico, that's good.
Yes, be selfish, but not in a way that is like.
I don't even want to hear your reasons of ways.
No, because you're being
be selfish.
shut off.
Because
We're saying be open. Yes, we're saying be
open.
for yourself, but be open and understand that sometimes being for yourself is being for someone else.
You know how many times I've heard a girl
true.
say, and this is, I've spoken to a lot of women in my life, you feel me? And you know how many times I heard a girl say, yeah, my ex only cared about himself. Right? Right here. Beautiful, lovely women. Just put yourself first. But when a dude puts himself first, it really becomes a whole different thing. Like if I said I'm putting myself first, I'm only covering 50% of the bills.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Pardon me. 2 seconds. If I said, yo, I'm going to put myself first, so I'm only going to cover my half of the bills, so I can make sure that I'm set up in case this doesn't work, right? If I said I'm putting myself first, so I'm only going to feed me or do what makes me happy, and then once I'm full, I could be the guy that you love.
Because you're operating from lack and fear.
How am I operating from lack?
Because you're saying, what if she leaves or like da-da-da-da-da. It's like, okay, in that moment, it's about being present. Like in this moment right now, can you pay full and feel good about that? Then cool. If not, you have something going on, then it's a discussion with your partner and then there's discernment and then you decide. And if that's really someone that loves you, they'll understand that you're in a situation where you have to do this because that's what's best for you, which in turn is best for both of y'all because
I just want to clarify because I think that when women say, put me first may not look like the same thing as when men say to put themselves first. So my question to you, Rico, is when men are saying that and you're encouraging men to do that, what does that look like?
This is how I take it, right? Like this is how I see it. And this is probably like a crazy example, but we're going there. When I hear a woman put herself first.
No. I want you to tell me what men.
But this is what I'm saying. When men here put themselves first, the first thing, not the first thing, but the only thing that I can think that can actually make it so you understand what we actually hear is, and this is just an example, it's my body, my decision. That's putting yourself first at all cost. So when I'm saying that's what we receive it as, so when you ask me what does it look like, it's like my assets, my resources, my decisions, regardless of you, regardless of how you feel, and it's not operating out of
maybe
lack.
that happened to you and that's why you guys feel this way. That's the lens.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's how we interpret it. Putting yourself first, like, because what I try to tell you, there's no boundaries. It can go from a 10 to a 1, which 1 to 5 might not be detrimental to anybody. But once you tell me that you're putting yourself first, I, as a man, have to prepare under the worst circumstances for me to trust that you're going to live up to the word of you putting yourself first, which is a whole different limelight. Now, maybe y'all not meaning it that way, but I'm telling you, when we hear that, that's what, well, I ain't gonna say all men, but when I and men like me hear that, that's what we interpret. That's how we digest it, and that's how we receive it. So when you're asking me how would I operate, I'm going to operate as such from a 1 to a 10 on all levels. There's no boundaries on how I'm going to put myself first.
But
that's a you problem.
Wait. But I'm literally asking
the words.
I'm literally asking
why?
The words.
I'm literally asking if you're going to tell a man put yourself first, what does it look like? Which has nothing to do with women, nothing to do with what women believe putting themselves first. what does that look like to a man? That's what I'm asking.
If I had to give you an example of what somebody putting themselves first is,
A man.
Not somebody, a man, yeah.
a man. Those are the men that we talk
Well, because
about.
I'm asking a question and he didn't answer my question the first time. That's why I want to
thought
make
I
sure.
did, but
No,
it's okay. A man that I can say is putting himself first right now is the men that we talk about who shit on women because they got money now and they got denied before. That's a man putting himself first. That's what that looks like. We know what not everybody, but we know what I'm talking about. So those are the men that are putting themselves first. They get money, they live their fancy life, they treat women like whatever because at the end of the day, they're putting themselves first. If they like her for her aesthetics and they just want to have a one-nighter with her or they want to have, some type of longevity. Yeah, that's what a man looks like with putting himself first, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. So the reason,
that's so like.
Wait, no.
Driven men speaking.
No.
And when women say putting herself first, it is like a sense of healing. It is a sense of mental,
Like
a
wholeness. Like you're.
Exactly.
But that's how a man heals. A man heals by
That's not
loving
how.
Oh, he got money
Well, he
now.
needs to read a book or
He
like
go shit on somebody?
a couple
Or
books
shit on her?
and go to therapy. Like that's giving. I need therapy and I need self
But that's why
development
I'm
books.
saying, like, this is
Oh,
the
boy.
whole thing that I'm saying is
Yeah, and
that
that's why I asked that question.
we have to
Very
understand
different.
Like
that.
shit on women. What are we
Shout out to
talking about?
Steve Harvey, because Steve Harvey's book said that men and women are wired differently. So when we're saying the same thing, but we're interpreting it in different ways, in different extremes. So that's why I said is like before, I gave you an example. If you said, hey, I got to make myself full, so then that way I could be fully present and giving for you, that is interpreted and received entirely different to a man than if you were to say, hey, I got to put myself first. Like, I'm telling you from a man's standpoint, not all men, but a man's standpoint, that is how we interpret that message. That's why we think that is bad advice.
So, okay, with that said, let me explain and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, explain to you what women are generally thinking when they say we got to put ourselves first. So let's say you wake up early every day, you go to work and you're in school and you are taking care of your children, and you have allowed yourself to fall off physically. You're mentally in a bad space, physically you're in a bad space, and it's just weighing on you. And it's because you're not sharing a burden that also belongs to somebody else. So it's like, you know what? I got to get healthy. I got to do something for me. So you know what? No, I'm not going to take care of the kids like I am or like I have been doing for the past few years. You got to get some of this work now. You have to, manage all of this so that I can put myself first and put my health first. And going back to what you were saying, if you're not healthy, what can you do? You can't look after your kids. You can't, make your home a home. You probably underperforming at work too. So that's why
Health is wealth.
That's why
wealth is health.
That's why I think that's what a lot of women mean by putting themselves first. Or you may be the fixer in your family. Everybody calls you for their fucking problem. But there's never anyone that you can reach out to when you need a helping hand or you need somebody to help you carry your burden. And once you realize that, you're like, damn, ain't nobody got my back. I got to put myself first now because I got to make sure I can take care of me, because clearly everyone else who I've given so much to is making a choice to not step up to help me. So that's and like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's typically what women are saying, like learning boundaries, having standards, and not falling for bullshit, not losing ourselves in the relationship or like in life and our responsibilities and stuff.
The guy who is here who had his girlfriend, oh my God, I forgot his name. Bro from Jersey. He came here. Remember, he had his girlfriend. The comedian, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that as an example.
So let me just tell you. So he was a comedian. He is a comedian. He was with the woman for a long period of time. I think he said like 10 years. And then the last, like, I guess 2 years has been, or a year and a half had been rocky.
Oh, she went to therapy.
She went to
Her-
therapy,
okay, yeah, I
and
remember
then, she started before, I don't remember all the logistics, but before they were really like, more so like a partner on everything.
that. Mhm.
But the therapist said that, she has to, like, I guess, find herself or whatever. And it got to a point where she was putting herself to a point where it was conflicting
Detrimental to the
the relationship, where
I kind of
she was not considerate of him and not considerate of, I guess, whatever he was asking for at that time.
Then he should leave.
But that's the question, is what happens when putting yourself first
Leave.
becomes a conflict in your relationship, not from the other standpoint, but from your personal standpoint. Let's say if I'm like, yo, I'm gonna put myself first now.
I remember asking, like, what did the changes look like? And I really want to say, because I actually said maybe y'all was fucked up from the beginning and you were selfish from the beginning. And I kind of remember him responding along the lines of what Marie is saying.
Well, guys, I just want to take this time to actually do the icebreaker. 8 at the table, we've been doing an icebreaker thing with our
Can I ask
guests.
the first question?
I'll decide. So
She's putting herself.
These are her boundaries, okay? It's not a rule, it's a boundary. Thank you.
So no, get away from her.
Her boundaries suck.
Pants, hello.
So we're gonna ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
We're gonna have you answer. This is gonna be our icebreaker part of the segment. I will ask the first question.
Trash. Go ahead.
I already know what question you want to ask.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Okay. I'll ask the first question.
Okay.
Okay, so if you could have dinner with anyone,
It's not even your question.
bro.
dead or alive,
It's not even your question.
It was going to be today because she said she knew it.
I feel like Alan's gonna hate this. But I feel like it would be like
about Alan.
my 15-year-old self.
Oh, that's cool.
That is
I hate it.
actually.
Pick another person.
Hold on, we've never gotten this before.
No, I think that's good.
That was actually a good answer, but why?
I had a really hard time during my younger years. And then I did a lot of things that was told to me that I wouldn't be able to do, or that wasn't realistic, and I did them. And so I didn't need to feel all the shame and helplessness that I felt at that age. So I just would like her to be seen by me now, or see me now and be like, oh wow, okay, we made it.
I actually really love that answer. Do you
Mhm.
think that a 2-hour dinner with your 15-year-old self
She would
is gonna
be
be enough?
Geeking.
I think I'd want to spend a whole day with my.
Oh my god, I
15-year-old
would. Yeah, I would love that.
Come on, Aaron.
I have chills just thinking about it, because I'm just
This would be a lot of trouble.
I could cry, because I'm just
self. Ooh, don't cry, don't cry.
no, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Don't cry.
It would be
I won't
such
cry. I
a
will deadass
powerful
cry
thing.
with
So
you.
I don't know.
My eyes are watering. Don't cry.
That would be
Oh.
my guest of choice.
That was really good.
Thanks.
Rico, you can go ahead and ask the second question.
I don't even want to ask mine
Fucking
because
team.
her shit is like this. Her shit is all lovey-dovey. My shit is like,
Let's get nasty.
all right, you want it?
That was a good question, though.
Mara, you
I mean, a
good
good
now?
response.
Yes.
I need you to regroup for me.
I'm good.
It was great.
Thank
I
you.
wish you picked a person, but it's great.
Sorry, I'm sorry
You're
to let
still
you
my
down.
friend, regardless.
It is a person.
Oh, here you go, Mara. This is for you.
Thank you. You guys said dead or alive, so
It's not
technically both.
word. Wow, great answer.
Okay.
I like what you did there.
No, I thought it was a really good answer.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Mara, let's get to the good stuff. So,
Good stuff.
pick. You're only alive for 24 hours now,
Oh fuck.
right?
Okay.
You only got 24
Shoot.
hours to live. Oh, don't worry, you don't get fined. Maybe I might split my invoice with you.
Okay.
So you only have 24 hours to live.
Mhm.
You get to have an intimate moment with anyone being in this whole world,
Intimate in which way?
sexual.
Okay, so I get to have sex with anyone. Okay, you're asking who would it be?
Come on, Mara. Don't say the
I don't
15-year-old self,
know.
because that'd
No.
be weird.
That would be weird. That would be weird. I don't even know.
Oh, I can feel it. It's right there. Just say it.
I really have no clue. Like I've never even thought of that.
Any like celebrity crushes that you had as growing up or now? Impactful people, influential people. Anybody?
I literally can't think.
Anybody?
I feel like I would say like Channing Tatum just off of like appearance and like fangirling when I was younger, but like I've never really considered
Who would have been that Magic Mike for Mara?
right. Like I would just want to go like play and just be like thrown around. I guess I don't know.
I like it. All right, cool.
Not my best answer. I'm sorry, guys.
Actually,
That
it was a
one
great
is
answer.
weird.
I'll be honest with you.
Because sorry, not on the mic. I like it because we don't usually get like real answers for this one.
They'd be like my wife, my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, I don't
my
got
ex.
either. No, none of that. No.
None of that.
Okay, so the last question is, well, you don't drink. Well, when you did drink, what was like your number one go-to drink?
Vodka Red Bulls.
Like when you go out to a party, like
I'm like a sucker for a Coke.
Coke.
Yeah.
Like
So
a
non-alcoholic.
Coca-Cola?
Yes.
Oh.
Like a grandmom. Like
That's
give
so
me a Coke.
vodka Red Bull.
I just don't like it. I love I like waking up and doing whatever I want. And if I'm hungover, that's just not happening. I have new friends and they own like a spiked iced tea brand, and
Cool.
they're like, will you try it? And I'm like, yeah, I can try it. Like I'm not someone who's going to go into like a spiral. I'm lucky in that way that I don't have like an addiction problem. It's just I don't feel like my best self when I am like
really
Intoxicated.
yeah, like
Yeah.
in it like that. But it's like this summer, obviously, like I know I'll be down the shore and I'm friends with these guys now. So
Which shore?
I like to go to North Wildwood,
Where's that? Where is
like
it?
in Jersey.
Oh,
North
okay.
Wildwood,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like I said to them, like I'm
Went there
like
for my
I'll
high
have
school
I'll have a day where like I go drink iced teas with you guys. Like it will be I'll have a day
What's
like
the brand?
Sea Isle spiked iced tea.
Sea Isle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He owes us 25,000.
You're
Just letting you
welcome.
Appreciate you,
So,
Ciara.
but yeah, like so, like if I have like an intention and like it just feels good, it's fine. But if it's like just because, like it's just not for me. So like when I lived in LA, like my parents are divorced. When I lived in LA, I worked for this woman, and her husband were just like so like gay, like actually like all the time, like like happy and like you know what I
Giddy.
mean? Yeah, like giddy. And I'm like, wow, this
That type of
exists.
gay
Like
guy.
I'm like, yeah, that
Yeah, like
that kind of gay.
why did you? Why that was some LA shit.
No,
You just cost me 25,000. Like
it's like my favorite. Like I just
That's
like
your favorite word to use?
yes,
For happy?
yes,
happiness?
yeah.
Why not
That
joy?
I know that's what it means, but it's just
To be
like
gay,
in
to
this
be
day and
joyful
age.
and happy.
It's like because gay is like the umbrella of like happy, joy. Like it's like all of the things. Like
But I know, but
No, it's
I
definitely.
know, I know.
When
Wait,
was the last
stop
time
it.
you heard
No,
that was
it's not.
19?
I like to like flip things on. I know. But for me, it means this. And but like also my
He said
my
her
co
husband was so gay, my head said error. What? Hold on.
But yeah, they're just like so happy.
Yeah.
I know. No, it's funny because I went on a podcast a couple of weeks ago and they were like, "That's so gay," and I'm like, "Wait, what do you mean though by that?"
Like
Because
happy?
like,
Like the dictionary
yeah,
gay?
and they're like
Or-
homosexual, and I'm like, "Yeah, but that's not what I mean." And I'm like, "It's just like feeling good, like being happy."
It's probably on drugs.
Well, I think wasn't gay for happiness actually the first word, the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
definition?
Yeah,
That's why I said nobody's used it in that way
like gay, merry, and bright.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the
Mhm.
Christmas song. Like
No.
all my friends are
What
like,
song
Martin,
was that?
no. I'm like, well, for me, yes.
Word, because the newer generation don't know that gay means happy.
They'd be like, "What?"
But they were just like they were just like so happy and stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like so from her, like I would take advice about a family because like I saw what they built as a family. Like whereas it's like when my mom, I love her to death and I want her to like date and find someone and be in that way. But it's like and be gay.
All right, we gotta stop.
but but I'm like, I won't take like full relationship advice from her because I'm just like
Haven't been that
respectfully,
successful.
yeah, like I just disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No shade to Mom Duke. She's a great
No,
woman.
she's the
you know?
literally the best.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, are we getting on a dating app this week or something? She's like, no.
Christian
I'm like,
mingle.
okay.
You could be gay on there.
Or something. Just be open to it. But she's not there.
How long have your parents been divorced?
A long time. But like my mom is like super old school.
Okay.
Like she grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I
Isn't
don't
that where Biden's from?
Is
Scranton?
he?
I thought it's from Delaware.
Oh,
There's something in Scranton
No,
about.
the office is in Scranton.
Yes, the office.
Oh, okay.
That's where I know that name
But
from.
it's like very like, like not Stepford Wives, but like kind of.
Cookie
like
cutter?
everything is like, yes,
I
very
almost went to
cookie
college
cutter.
there.
I mean, regardless of where she grew
It's
up, I
crazy.
feel like anyone from like the past generation, they're not gonna get with dating apps.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. My daddy be on them.
Yeah.
Because I told you your dad's a cool guy. I don't know
Or
why.
like, or the websites like Match.com, like something.
Oh, that
FYI.
Way back.
You know,
Match.com.
I'm like
People
something.
that date over 50, what is it called? Our time.
Yeah, like I want her to have a time, and I'm
want her to have a
waiting.
time.
Wait, hold on. Now, is that you projecting? Does she want to date?
When is her birthday?
I think
Maybe
that
she's okay being alone.
She's really
Not.
bored.
When's her birthday?
No, I know, but like, is that your feeling?
She's
Aaliyah?
Aquarius.
She's an,
Oh,
she's okay
I
being
think
alone.
it's giving like.
She's okay being alone.
Aquarius.
She's okay being alone.
Aquariuses love to be alone.
Oh,
Yeah. We love a little bit.
she's
of
like a lover, and like she's always like fixing like other people's things. So I'm just like, I just would love for her to have her own thing.